Thank you for joining us this morning. We're really excited to be talking about McAllen International Airport. It's an exciting time to be in McAllen. It's especially an exciting time to be part of this great airport team and this great city. Without further ado, I want to go ahead and get started with an official welcome from our city manager, Roy Rodriguez.
Thank you, Liz. Good morning. It's great to be here today. The weather's perfect. The earth has been saturated a little bit. We've been graced from above on that, so it's a great day. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm so proud of the things that we continue to do in McAllen to ensure that our community is the community that our citizens demand, and that is of a very, very high quality. In order to do that, we have to continue to do everything that we can to improve our infrastructure, our services, everything that we possibly can that touches our citizens and our visitors. Today we have a great announcement in that we with the help of Congressman Rubén Hinojosa, we continue to improve the jewel that the McAllen Mayor International Airport is. I can't tell you how happy I am when a congressman makes a visit to us. We know how much they've got going all over this country, and our congressman makes so much of his time to be in the Rio Grande Valley and here today with us here in McAllen at the airport. So I'd like for you to help me welcome our congressman today, Mr. Rubén Hinojosa. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you for those very complimentary remarks. And I want to say that it is indeed a pleasure to be in my area, my home, and that this celebration is one that has been repeated several times. This grant of $10 million reminds me of one of the early grants that I was able to bring after having invited our President Bill Clinton to come visit us January the 8th and the 9th of 1998. And it was embarrassing to me as the congressman of the area to say that our airport could not land Air Force One, and consequently the plane landed in Brownsville and by helicopter brought him to McAllen, where he stayed for 2 days. And no question about it, the then Secretary Slater heard loud and clear that I was not going to tolerate that this be the case, that we could not land the President's plane here in McAllen. And we got this huge grant that extended the runways. And of course, lots of progress has happened during these 2 decades that I have been serving in Congress. So it's a pleasure to be here today. There's no question that people are wondering how this grant is going to be utilized. And I can tell you that it consists of mass grading and fence reconstruction on the east end of the airport on 10th Street. Those improvements on the west end, adjacent to the 23rd Street, will also include installation of an engineered materials arresting system, which is very necessary to handle some of the commerce that is coming in to this region. So let me thank Mrs. Liz Suarez, Director of Aviation, as well as Jeremy Santascoy, Deputy Director of Aviation, and all of the other staff here at this airport who have been working so hard on this expansion and the modernization that I just mentioned. Every time I come here, I see progress, and I'm delighted to see that. The Rio Grande Valley is a strategic hub for trade and commerce, and everybody sees McAllen and Edinburgh and Mission and FAR as the hub for, as the MSA, the hub for trade and commerce with not only Mexico, but Central America and many other countries that have been coming to visit us at our foreign trade zone and our universities. New businesses are opening, and the Eagle Ford Shale fields, which are just north of us in 14 counties, are certainly providing a lot of very good paying jobs. Energy is a sector that is begging for help, begging for trained people who can take those high-paying jobs that are offered in the drilling and the refineries, providing oil as well as gas in this region, some of which is being exported. There's no question in my mind that the huge population growth and economic impact of this area with this expansion of our airport terminal is going to be creating even more good-paying jobs. Over the past several years, the airport leadership has been developing a vision for this airport that will help it serve this South Texas region for the next several decades. The plan is going to be carried out as I described to you, and you will see the improvements very quickly. This $10 million we'll have received today from the Federal Aviation Administration will provide safety measures to protect passengers and crews. And I was very proud to help obtain these much-needed funds, and we'll continue working with you over the next few years. Again, my congratulations to everyone, and thank you for all your hard work in keeping this airport running smoothly. And as a frequent flyer that has traveled over 1.5 million miles, I want to say that I personally appreciate it lots. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman, for your kind words. Before we continue with our short program, I do want to thank our advisory board. Here with us this morning, we have Mr. Willard Moon, and we're very grateful because we're built upon the backs of those important business leaders that give so much to our community. Willard has served as a past chairman of our board, and he continues to work tirelessly with all of our different board members to help to make certain that this airport continues to be a leading airport, not only for our region, but for our state. So thank you, Willard, for all of your effort. I also want to acknowledge the congressman's staff here in the district. We've got Robert, Desiree, and Norma here with us today. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts for all the hard work and effort, and we look to them always for support, and it's always last minute, so thank you guys for all of that help. At this time, just to recap some of the project details that we have, this project consists of work in two primary areas of the runway. As the congressman mentioned, on the east end, which is nearest to 10th Street, we've got a fence relocation, we've got relocation of the ILS instrument system. In addition to that, we've got general mass grading improvements that will occur there. On the west end, which is the end closest to 23rd Street, we have the installation of engineering materials known as EMAS. And essentially what that EMAS does is it allows that when a plane overshoots the runway, it minimizes that impact or any negative impact or damage to life or to the plane itself. And so we're really excited to be able to comply with a recent federal aviation mandate that requires that runway safety be improved in commercial airports like McAllen's. We will be the first airport in South Texas to have this type of infrastructure implemented. And again, what it does is it allows us to safely operate an airport to ensure that we don't have to expand the runway in order to comply with the mandated, and allows us to continue to serve the airport size that we have and the type of jets that serve our airport. We're very happy to have all of the press here today. We will have our airport team, Mike Frey, Robert Ramirez, and Christy Taylor, available to walk any of you all through the project area, and Jeremy and myself are here to answer any more of the technical questions that you may have. Thank you again. A special thanks to the Congressman for all his support, to our city management, as well as to our board. Thank you.